Hello, my name is Connor. I've been asked by the Buddy Force to do a deck profile for my Paleo Froglich deck. It's a really fun deck. I really like Paleo, I really like Eldlich, and they work together. I was playing Paleo Frog for a little while, and I just felt that it needed a higher ceiling and a little bit more power. And I figured Eldlich might be the thing to do it, and turns out it worked. Went X1 at locals, and it's just a lot of fun. So yeah, let's get into the deck. Main deck, starting with frogs. 3 swap, that's what you want to see in your opening hand. It dumps either Dupe or Ronin to the grave. It's your best starter. It's, again, what you want to see going first. Dupe Frog is usually what you bring out off of Toad. Just add protection because your opponent can't attack any monsters other than it if it's face up on the field. And then if it's destroyed, it can add a frog from deck to hand. So usually you'll grab swap for just some more follow-up later on. Ronin, the brick. You don't really want to see this in your opening hand unless you have a way to get rid of it. But if you do, then sometimes you can just set it, and it's a 2k defense that, you want in the grave anyway. So it's a bit of a layer of protection. And you also can banish another frog monster to special summon it from the grave. For the Eldritch stuff, we have 2 lords. It's really all you need. If you were playing 3, then you might brick and draw it too much. It's never fun opening 2 of these with no way to get rid of them. The only hand trap that I play is Duel. It's just really good. Like especially against Drytron, if they can't search, then they can't really do anything. Yeah. And then I'm playing Unfair Package with 2 bricks. Never fun to see these. I wind up seeing them a lot. No matter how much you shuffle, and yeah, I mean, it pays off once you get Dragoon on the field, but it's never really nice to see them. Elder stuff, 2 Curse Eldland. I don't have a third one, so 2 will do. 3 Sanguine, 3 Conquistador, and 2 Haquero. Sanguine gets lured out, Conquistador pops, Haquero banishes. It's in archetype DD Crow, which is very nice. Get rid of some problem cards in the graveyard. Another Golden Lord. Paleozoics, 3 Canadia. It's the Book of Moon. Could actually come in really handy, especially against a deck that wants to Link Climb or Xyz Summon. Just get rid of that monster. Get rid of their ability to do that. Dynamiscus, just really good. Banish a problem card on the field, any face-up card, and then get rid of dead cards in your hand. You can get rid of the Eldritch Traps or redundant frogs. Leon Coilia, it's an interesting one. You can bring back a banished card into the graveyard. Very handy for getting more use out of your Eldritch Traps and maybe some of the other frogs that you banish for Ronin. Overall, decent package. Gets the job done. Then we have 3 Torrential Tribute and 3 Dimensional Barrier. Torrential Tribute's just really good, especially if you have Dragoon out on the field. They can't really get, or they extend, and then you pop the whole field, except for Dragoon, because he stays. And then Dimensional Barrier, Call Ritual, Call Fusion, Call Xyz, sort of shuts down people's turns, which is very nice. And then 2 Trap Trick and Imperial Order. Order, just because you don't play a whole lot of traps, so you don't really care about it. And then Trap Trick to get you what you need faster. For the extra deck, of course, the Freshly at 3, totally awesome. Just so good. Omni Negate, take whatever it is that they use and then set it to your field. Take away some resources, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, by its own effect, by battle, whatever, if it's linked off, you get its effect to add a frog back to hand. Opabinia, it lets you use Paleos from hand so that's really nice. And then it's also unaffected by monster effects, so it just sort of sits there on the field until your opponent can swing over it. Pleiades, Compulse on legs, just very useful. Quick effect, your turn and opponent's turn. Gustav Max, big body, gets Eldliches into the graveyard and then burns. Zeus, because Xyz. Link Spider for the Eldritch Traps. Mistar Boy, just another utility water link 2. Verite Anaconda, Dragoon. IP and Phoenix as just utilities, as well as Unicorn. Avermax, if you have enough bodies to link climb up to it. It's nice to have him on the field, and then he can stall out games sometimes. And then Dragoon, of course. In the side deck, I've got 3 DD Crows. Just sort of a nice hand trap. Other than Duel, I think it has a decent impact. Banish utility cards from any deck. 1 Nibiru. I had a flex spot, so I threw it in. Wasn't really sure what else to put in. 3 Cosmic for back row. 3 Ice Dragon's Prison. This card is really good, but only in certain matchups. And that doesn't always come in handy with, especially Drytron and Virtual World. Don't always get a whole lot of use out of taking any of their monsters, or they just have different types on the field and in the grave. So very situational, which is why it's in the side. I didn't actually go into it at all today, but you know, it's there. 3 Evenly for going second. Could be a blowout, can completely turn the tide of the game. And then 2 Olenoides. I couldn't really find room for them in the main deck, so I just threw them in the side. So yeah, that's my deck. Once again, really fun. It's a 32 card main deck. Can't really find anything to cut. I've seen a couple 60 card lists, but I really don't like 60 cards just because I feel like it takes you a long time to see what you need. So yeah, that is my deck profile. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any feedback for me, then feel free to let me know in the comments. Thanks.